Hello everyone, I am Nu-Trix the Synth Guy, and today we are talking about another Eventide plugin. But this one is different for two reasons. One, it's a little bit weird and it's difficult to explain what it does, so my explanation will go short. I'll go into playing the sound and you'll hear what it does. But the other reason is that for this one, Eventide, I'm going to read this off the email they sent me just to exactly say what they're trying to do with this. Eventide says, "We embrace diversity and seek equality, justice, inclusion, and dignity for all. We hope that you will join us by listening, learning, and taking action. We stand in unity with the Black community and will take action by donating to organization that supports justice and social change. Eventide will be donating 100% of the proceeds of the Undulator desktop plugin to Equal Justice Initiative and NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund." So it's a good thing, you know, and it's an Eventide plugin. So it's for the desktop version. If you buy the desktop version, the proceeds will go to help out these different initiatives. So good thing, and I say just bravo, because if anything can be, you know, any money can be put into making the world better, well, it's just let's do it, you know. But now let's talk about the plugin itself. It's called the Undulator. It's a tremolo with bizarre options in it. So instead of trying to explain what it is, we'll play it. But the word, I always wanted to understand where the word comes from. An undulator, the only thing I can say is that it looks to me like in French, an ondulation in French basically means a vibration. It comes from wave. Onde is wave in French. It's not written exactly like this, but the sound's the same. So I'm guessing that it comes from that, because when you listen to it, it's a tremolo. Say, well, it will wah wah wah. It will, you're not wah, but it will, pop, pop, pop. Let's play it. Okay. So what we have, like every other Eventide plugin, when you're in it, if you press on the I, you would have the information about everything about it. You know, all the knobs, what they do. So if you forget what they do and how they work, you just go back there and you look for it. So basically, if you look at this, it's always the same logic, or always the same layout. You've got the rim at the bottom, and you have these presets on the sides, and that's basically the way it works. Now, the buttons, you've got mix and dry, you know, basically dry and mix. You have the depth of the tremolo. Let's play something. Okay, you hear the depth of tremolo, the speed. And you have the shape here. If it's lower, you'll hear sine wave, triangular wave, peak, random, ramp, ramp up, square, on off, cymbal hold, so a little bit of random, but with steps. Envelope, I guess it's an envelope follower for this one. And again, we'll say, let's not guess. Envelope would say, envelope, when you choose envelope, it says, envelope, they don't say. If envelope is selected as source, modulation is driven by the amplitude of the audio coming in. So it's an envelope follower, that's what it is. ADSR and ribbon, which is basically now this controls the opening of the closing of the shape. Let's go back to, I like square because it's obvious. You've got feedback. So you hear the other sound feedbacking at the back. So it is a tremolo, but delay. Then you get the spread. The spread, let's say we get that left and right kind of vibrato of the spread. You get the movement. You need your headphones. Like it's like almost like a rotator in a way. So now what you do, you add the depth envelope here, the depth amplitude modulation. So it will make this one vary its depth and the speed at which you want it to change, and the randomness. I want it to be triangular. So this now changed. This is a modulation that changed a modulation because this is actually modulating the sound. And the same thing for this one. Now it's for the speed. So you're changing. This is the amount of changing the LFO affecting the speed of the tremolo. So it's like an LFO affecting an LFO. So it's kind of weird. Creates these weird beats. And create these weird movement and sound. Let's actually, and you have something interesting, fast and slow. If you put it slow, now all the value for the tremolo are like half of them, or I don't know how the difference, how much is different, but it's very slower than. This is just like interesting. Now let's actually, I'm gonna play you what this is supposed to be. Like if I don't have this, if I don't have it, this is what it's playing. So just sustained note, basically. Let's put it back in. Let's try this. So now what you have is the same sustained note, this one here, but you've got that tremolo coming in, which has echo on it. So that's what you have. You've got depth, speed, shape, feedback. And that's what you get, that pop, 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 pop. So you get the tremolo then coming back as a delay. So it's bizarre. It's fun. And there's one at the bottom that these are cool also. Actually, to hear them, we'll do something else. I'm gonna exit this one, stop this one, and we'll try with the bass. Or no. I'm gonna get rid of this one for now. Okay, so that's the original sound, clean one. Let's add Undulator on this one. So, one thing that I find important to notice about most of the Eventide plugins is that, yes, you can use them in a mix, but I think they're mostly valued when you use them in your creative process, meaning at the playing stage or creating stage, because these are these are sounds that you're actually going to be playing with. They're part of how you're going to play the instrument. So you will change the amount of notes you're playing if you listen to this. You go, well, I think there's way too much notes. I'm going to take by playing less notes, you hear more of the movement. Come on, this one, and delete. So if I go here again, with plugins like that, you need to play less notes because you want to hear that movement. If not, it's just going to be too much, in my opinion. You know, if you go back to the synth and say, well, I'm going to open up the filter. If I go back to the notes here, and I take even less than like this one, you can hear the note, the way it plays. Let's have the drum just see. Something cool with this. So this is what it is. It is a cool. Let's stop this. Like everything from Eventide, the question will be about. Oh, wait a sec. Stop. Like everything from Eventide, the question will be to get the right notes, play with the right instrument, and especially those of they have a lot of these plugins that are based on time and like effects and delays. And in this case, it's a tremolo but with a delay in it, so it's a tremolo delay. It's the Undulator. That's what it is. It's the Undulator. So if you like it, I mean, go ahead. For me, it's just another creative tool you put in your list of options. And the way, I mean, for me, it's obvious that these were originally made for guitar players, because in guitar, there's some style of music where you use a lot of echoes and delays, and it's part of the kind of the huge sound you get out of it. And so if you play with them with a synthesizer, I'm coming back to the notion of you should play with it while you play the sound, while you play the notes, because you will play not just the sound, you'll play the effect. You know that when you go just once, it goes pop, 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 pop. It's So you go pop, 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 pop. So you only play one note, then you get that rhythm coming out of it. So when you know that, you change the way you play, or you change the effect. And so these are really cool at the creative stage. And that's every Eventide plugin that they released is like that. Is I would say part of the creating stage more than the mixing, final mix, which you still can do this. But if you add this at the final mix, you're still in production mentality when you do that. Again, thank you for watching. And if you like what I'm doing, there's a bell you can click there, and the subscription over there, and then there's also t-shirts and coffee mugs and all that stuff. So click on whatever you want. If you like it, share it with your friends. Have fun, stay safe, and make more music. Cheers, guys.